Welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about the different ways to manipulate the data after you've retrieved it. Specifically, how to order your results, performing arithmetic on them, some string manipulations, and using the results you get as further query restrictions. So let's get in there. If we look at our purchases table, I've added a column for amounts, but other than that, it's the same. And currently we're looking at these results based on the order of the ID. That's the default because we're just selecting star, we're not giving it any further instructions. But what if we wanted to order it by, say, the date of purchase? Well, to do that, we would go to the end and say order by DOP. Now by default, it's going to order it in ascending order, or ASC. But as you can see, that orders it from oldest to newest. However, what if we wanted it the other way? Well, to do that, we would do DESC, or descending order. And that gives it to us from newest to oldest. It can do this because we've correctly labeled these as dates, so it knows how to order them. We're also not limited to only one order. As you can see, there's two orders on 910 and two orders on 810. And their product IDs are 13 and 94. Those aren't in any particular order. Well, what if we wanted them further ordered by product ID? We could simply add a comma and then do product ID descending. And now, not only are they ordered by date, which is first, but they're ordered by product ID in descending order. You can have as many of these as you wish. Now that we know how to order them, let's move on to a little bit of math. Let's say we wanted to do some calculations on these. Now I'll just be using mostly random numbers here for example, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to add amount to this result, but we're also then going to add 1 to it. So if I run this, we now have a new column, and it's calling itself amount plus 1 for now. We could name it with the as we saw in last video. But we now have this, which is amount plus 1. We can also subtract with a minus to have 1 less. We could multiply by 2. Multiplying in SQL is done with the star. That's going to give us a multiplied amount. Or we could divide. Dividing is done with a slash. And you can see we can even get results that have decimal places. That brings up another important point. What if you get a result that's not quite what's in the format you want? This one has decimals. Well, we can fix that. If we want to round down, we use the word floor, and then we encapsulate it. By doing this, it rounds everything down. And if we wanted to go up, we could use seal, and it rounds it up. So that shows us how to do numbers, but what if we wanted to deal with strings? Well, let's go over to our name table. We have the names first and last, just as we wanted it. But what if we wanted instead to have the names together as full name? Or what if we wanted the last name to be first? Well, instead of selecting star, we can select concat, short for concatenation. We open this up and we'll type last name, because that's what we want first, comma. We'll put an empty space here so that there's a space in between, and we'll enter another comma, and then we'll do first name, and we close it. So now when we run this, we're getting Donovan James as one field. Well, that's great for combining things, but what if you only wanted part of the name? Let's say we only wanted the first letter of the first name. Well, we can do that with a substring. In here, we can put substring, or substr. We'll open it up. We'll use the same name, but now we'll add a comma, and we have to select the positions that we want, because we want the first letter, we're going to put 1, comma 1. This is from position 1 to position 1. And then we'll add another close. And when we run this, you'll see that we now have Donovan J, Patterson A. And if we wanted to go to 2, we would just change this to 2, or 3 in this case. And now we have the first 3 letters of the last name. That's how to manipulate characters. We'll continue on with how to use these things we're making to help further restrict our results in the next video.